Uh-oh, is it gonna be like that? Uh-oh. Well, I tried to stream. Man, we did so good with the EverQuest one. I'm trying to stream. Hey, Mark. Dude, it's not. I don't know. It dropped the internet right away. So that might happen again. I used to have it hardwired in. Because we used to have this problem at the other place. Or the PlayStation, for some reason, it's the way that PlayStation streams. I don't know. So we might lose our connection again. I don't know what's going on. I hope it doesn't keep doing that. Because it takes the whole stream down. It's so annoying on the PlayStation. So I might have to figure that out. I can't hardwire it though, it's all the way in the basement. It's weird. Like, I used to have it like, I had the router and the modem right next to the PlayStation, and I had an Ethernet cable going from that to the PlayStation, because we used to have this problem before. So I don't know if anybody knows how to fix that. Maybe I can call the internet and see, because I would hate, that's so annoying to like drop your stream. It's like one of the most annoying things that can happen other than like audio issues, like the whole time that you don't know about. Streaming, things that are annoying when you're streaming. Number one, Burger King foot lettuce. Number two, your internet connection dropping. We saw OBS was completely fine with the, and that was the laptop, man. You guys, I talk about how crappy this laptop is all the time. And it did an entire 1 hour stream on EverQuest on P99, a super old 20-year-old game. It's an emulation of that 20-year-old game, so. But it was able to handle it. It was fine. Completely fine. As soon as I fire up the PlayStation Gems of War, I lose my connection within like a minute. So hopefully that was just a little slight hiccup. I'm not going to freak out and do what you think I'm going to do. Start screaming FUs at everybody. And I'm clicky-clacking on my laptop over here. I was going to do a very quick, like, weekly preview, review type of thing. If we can do it. Could you imagine, like, a chatathon and we had to worry about that crap? So that's something that will make me pretty irritated. I'm going to put a thumbnail. I really, literally only I have less than an hour. I ate pizza. I ordered the pizza. I waited. So, if you're just coming to this stream and you haven't... We did another stream earlier. It was EverQuest. So, we talked about moving and all that stuff. We were testing, making sure we could stream. It's Wednesday. It's EverQuest day anyway. So, I wanted to, keep the every single Wednesday thing going. And now we're back on Gems of War. I'm trying to get back into the groove, get all the games going here. Maybe we do Puzzle Quest tomorrow if I could do this today. So, that's the idea. So if you hear me talking about the stream earlier, that's what it was. It was an EverQuest that we were doing. The first stream from the new place. This is the second stream from new place. First Gems of War stream from new place. And I'm trying to set it up here. Let's hope it doesn't go down again. Because I tried and it went down. Like a you-know-what in a you-know-where. Alright, I'm saving stuff. Monetization. Yeah, kind of started. I played a little bit last night, so I didn't play at all on Monday. Then I played Tuesday night. I did, like, I took a look at everything. I did Underspire. I got to like the first dragon. I did Invasion. I made my team, and got to like a tower or two. So I did like the bare minimum at least last night, and I didn't play it all Monday. So that's where I'm at so far this week on Gems of War. Alright, I'm like, who cares about this studio? Let's stream. Let me jump into the chat. Everything's backwards now. Like, I used to have my TV to the right and my laptop to the left, and now my TV's to the left and my laptop's to the right. You didn't think it'd make too much of a difference. Maybe, like, my neck muscles will get better now. Like, I used to look to the right all the time. Now I'm going to be looking to the left all the time. It'll fix itself. Not that it hurts too bad, but sometimes. Alright, come on. Come on, everything. Why does this take so long? Got live chat first. Live chat. We have Mark Sonamaka, Mike Sheared. You like these short ones? 1 minute and I know. I gotta go erase that one. Your controller not responding while playing? I didn't see that last night at all. I remember like sometimes when I can't remember where it's at, but when you're in a certain game mode and you end a fight and you're trying to hurry up and get to the next fight, I feel like they changed something somewhere. I don't know if that's what you're talking about, but if your controller's not responding, it's probably your controller, but I don't know. Probably not the person to ask about technical difficulties. I'm having my own technical difficulties, you know? But yeah, somebody in the chat might be able to help you. Looks like I need to delete that other one or something. No. It's 25 seconds long. Yeah. 25-second long live stream, baby. I gotta delete that one. I'm not gonna do it now. I'll delete it later. Hopefully people don't go watch that instead of this. Hit that like, turn in your tickets, please. And I am so close. We're hitting that like, we're turning in our tickets, and then we're gonna speed run this thing. So I gotta pick up Mrs. Senny and children from school. So I have a hard out today, but I wanted to get back to it. So here we are, free booty, new ultra rare troop, free booter. Get this troop with glory from the rewards tab of the shop. We got a vault coming. All right, I did not do spoilers. Does everything sound okay, y'all? Try to reinstall? Yeah, maybe. But we got a vault event this weekend? That's awesome. I didn't do the spoilers. Automo Imp is back. That's something that some people care about, some people don't. It depends if you have all the imps or not, you know? Even if you don't have all the imps, that's something people used to care about more. Because it was like a special troop, and we would be waiting until like the spring imp is coming back or something, but these days it's not that big of a deal. I don't even know why they make a whole screen for it. Invasion is the guild event. We got this Rose's Parrot today. It's Wednesday. We don't normally stream on Wednesday, but there's a pet rescue today. That is a Black Hawk pet. So if you think about the 3 tent poles for your pets, for your kingdom power, I don't think anybody else anywhere else says this except for me. And if they do, you heard it here first. You got your 3 tent poles for every kingdom for your pets. And this is one of the tent poles for Blackhawk. The Wednesday Pet Rescue. You got your Associated Faction pet. You got your Epic Trial pet. And you got your Wednesday Pet Rescue pet. All for Blackhawk. You can get 3 of them fully ascended that way. Like, you're not gonna, you know, this guy, you would get a copy of it maybe. You could do baskets if you have lots of gems, or you can do an orb if you have lots of orbs. It just gives you, like, you can get the other 2 way easier. Like the Associated Faction, you can, it's not easier, but you know what I mean. Like, you can go all the way without spending. It's 10 poles. There's 3 of them. Pet Rescue, Faction, Epic Trials. And you only need 3 fully ascended to get to whatever power level you want. Or, you know? And that's for every kingdom. I mean, it's a different kingdom every week. You got a faction for every kingdom. You got Epic Trial for every kingdom. Week of Blackhawk, Week of Rogue, and bonus gold if you use free booter. If you free them booty cheeks, you get extra gold. Alright, what's up? Let's look at the Soulforge. What do we have in here? We got the Archduke, Beltzalma, Phoenicia. I feel like we had Phoenicia the last week of my new account playthrough, so that definitely new cycle. It's been a new cycle though, but just by the way, like the last week of my new account playthrough, we had Phoenicia as well, because I remember crafting it. So now we're seeing her again, and then we have Infernus. So the mythics aren't too crazy. The best one probably is Phoenicia. And that is a top 20, bottom of the top 20. Used to be the best physical damage in the game, but then all the dragons came in and all that, so You know, Stellarix is better, Diamantina's better. Tesla's pretty good in certain situations compared to Phoenicia. Phoenicia's still like top 5 though, probably for AoE damage. Yeah, she's the best in here if you're just looking to get one. If for some reason you have to craft a mythic this week, it would be Phoenicia. And then you got Tesla, the only legendary in the game that you should consider crafting. Tesla. So this is the time. If you're ever going to craft a legendary, 800 diamonds, best legendary in the game, super hard hitting, true damage, and you got her 50% start here too, in the same place. So for 1600 diamonds, you could have Tesla and Tesla's 50% start. That's pretty cool. You got King Salinas, who's 50% start for Wild Folk, and then King Mikhail, who's pretty cool for like Urskaya type of stuff. The coolest thing here is Tesla. And Phoenicia would be second. Only St. Astra if you don't have it. The Dragon of the Week is Meteoridon. That is a... that's a Cosmic, right? Cosmic Dragon, so that would be for Stellarix. So if you don't have that one, and you already have 3, 4, 5 of the others, you might consider it. And then what weapons? Is there anything crazy in the weapons? A Backstabber, that's in the Invasion event, right? Rose's Pistol, Rose's Poo-Poo, Doomed Plunger, Pirate Signet, damage, blue and red for each Black Hawk ally. That's just nice to have. It's a tool for your tool belt. It's like a 3/4 socket ratchet combo. Flintlock of Poop. Captain's Cutlass, another one, so damage and then blue and red for rogue. They're just useful here and there sometimes. If you don't have the wand, you don't have access to the wand, or you're doing all rogue team. Ocean's Protector, Ocean's Poop, Frost Poop, and that's it. So no explodey weapons? Huh. That's not... nothing really here. Unless you're a very specific person who has no weapons and it's like a weird restriction and you might need a Pirate Signet or Captain's Cutlass. What I would say, unless I'm missing something. So Tesla, Holy Saint Astra, Phoenicia are the best things there. Glory Shop. Get your spoils. And then we got the freebooter. 11 blue, yellow, Blackhawk, human rogue. Deal damage to an enemy and gain 1 treasure map, then summon a parrot. 25% chance to summon a parrot when I die. So, doesn't sound very good. Once again, kind of like an arena troop. Might be alright for arena. It's got a summon on its spell. It does damage on its spell. Treasure maps as a, like, booster hasn't really been that good. Even though that's not a booster, it's like, I mean, you would gain a treasure map, something else in the team would boost off of treasure maps, is what I mean. But I don't like treasure maps as a booster. I don't like treasure maps at all. I don't like treasure hunt at all, so. How is she holding? Oh, it's sitting on her arm, I see. I was gonna say, looks like she's holding that parrot weird. Then the parrot, what's the parrot got in its hand? Anyway, looks like a gold coin. We got Arcane Blade Trait Stones, that is blue and yellow. So we can take a look real fast. I'll try to can get certain things fully ascended. Fully traded, I meant. Show all. So, you know, Aquaticus with the Submerge. Urali with the Poison Gaze. Doesn't Guardian of Law? Yeah, 80% spell and 40% skull. Yeah, let's hit that like button. Let's go. I'm just giving you a quick stream. I'm just getting back into the swing of things. Not expecting it to be a big bad booming stream or anything. But I see Anita with the gifted. Thank you so much. Running out there. The train has already been on the tracks today, and it's just moving, keeping the momentum going, giving it an underdoggy. Got Iron Hawk, very important. Make sure you have that fully traded. King of the Ravens works way better if it's fully traded. Jotnar has a barrier. This thing, Freeze and Terror, 4 more gems. Liana's Tower has a stun and vulnerable stone skin. JM Ricks is here. Dang, it's different again. Ooh, you got High King Iron Gut. Iron Hawk. Ooh, you got the 2 best. That's like definitely awesome. So if I was on Xbox, I'd be getting Iron Hawk, Iron Hawk, Iron Hawk, High King Iron Gut. I hope you saved up diamonds. That's why you do it though, JM Ricks. It's a very good example of why you save up a bunch of diamonds. Because you might be like, oh, there's nothing this week. Oh, there's nothing next week. Oh, there's nothing the week after that. And you're like, man, I got 7,000 diamonds. I'm just going to go ahead and craft Phoenicia. I'll still have 3,000 left over. And then here comes the next week, and it's Iron Hawk and High King Iron Gut. You're like, what the heck, man? I just spent my 4,000 diamonds on that Phoenicia. I could have had 8,000. I could have got 2 Iron Hawks. That's how it goes. I'm telling y'all. That's why you save your diamonds up and you only get the best stuff. Because if you settle for something else, the next week it's going to be Iron Hawk and High King Iron Gut. And then you're going to need 12,000 diamonds. Got Mistralis with the Enchanted Wind. So, are the devs just trying to screw streamers then? Hey, let's make everybody's Soulforge different. Somebody go report that on the forums. I saw there was a little tattletaling about the Maze banner. Why don't some snitch go talk about the Soulforge? Go tell that snitch guy, like whoever snitched about the Maze banner, go whisper in his ear, lick his earlobe and say, hey, did you know that every Soulforge is different and they're not the same anymore? There's a bug. And maybe the devs will fix it. They fixed that Maze banner pretty quick, right? Get the wild cards. Takshaka. Stonehammer with the 80% skull. It's a pretty good stone here. Cedric with the... If you're going to gold farm, which I do not recommend at all, and I know that's why some of y'all don't watch me, because you want to waste your time gold farming. You don't want to like get the good, smart advice of just doing everything you're supposed to do every day, so you don't need gold. You would rather sit there and gold farm with your red macaque and your Cedric. He's sitting on the toilet. You're holding your red macaque on the toilet. But, you know, here he is if you do use him. He's got the money bags. If you want to do the gold farming thing from 3-4 years ago. Borealis with the Icy Cloak. Triple skull damage for frozen enemies. Silent Sentinel. Inflict silence when enemies deal skull damage to me. Orrery with the Starstorm. Sensi with the 50% Dragon Start. There's lots of good stuff with this stone, so make sure you have all of this stuff fully traded. Lots of good stuff. Especially if you're mid-game, early game. Bane of Mercy. Princess Elspeth. This might be one of the best stones in the game. So many things. Astral Spirit. Right here, another empowered converter. There's a tool for your tool belt. So great stone. Just go look at it. Do what I did. Do this. Do blue check mark, yellow check mark, all colors. Do base rarity, do show all, and then make sure you have them all fully traded. And the event key drop table is Black Hawk. Is that a good one? Let's check it out. We got base rarity. I'm stupid. We got Black Hawk. At least it's top of the alphabet. Mrs. Nugent has 7,000 diamonds. She's hoarding them for 2 times Ironhawk. She loves how many keys I get on Vault weekends with Ironhawks. Yeah, that's cool. You can tell the difference. Like, she gets this many, you get this many. You can show her the proof. Like, hey, look, this is way faster. This is how many keys I got. This is how many keys you got. That's awesome. Roxy's here. Forest Guardian, Sekma, Taloka, Holy Saint Astra for legendaries. So those... Forest Guardian is a 50% start for Beast. Sekma is underrated, but probably shouldn't craft it. Holy Saint Astra is good if you don't have it. I mean, filling in the blanks type of thing. It's not... You should only do Tesla. Like, I'm gonna stick to that. Only craft Tesla for legendaries, but... If you already have Tesla and you have everything else ready to go and all you need is Holy Saint Astra, it wouldn't be horrible to get Holy Saint Astra because it involves Tesla. It is annoying for them. They've never been all different. So this isn't something they fixed and made them all different now. They've always been all the same, except for Switch. Switch used to have a different Soulforge, a different everything. But everybody was always on the same Soulforge. I'm pretty sure, right? Maybe I'm tripping, but I swear everybody's always been on the same Soulforge. Alright, here's Black Hawk event key drop table. Chad's back. Cantor's not good. Dread Captain Grimm was a pay troop. Is You should have it by now, but if you somehow missed it and you're free to play, there he is. He hits all enemies, but he doesn't hit them very hard, and he doesn't boost off anything cool. Megavore is an oldie but a goodie. He's got Death Below. He will eliminate all armor from all enemies, and then he does pretty much true damage to one enemy. Submerge itself, 8% chance to kill. And Impervious, super solid mythic, but, yeah. Blackhawk's decent. It's got Sycorax and Megavore. Sycorax I used to use all the time, you guys remember, like a year ago. I would do the Psycho Mega Missy. Every Guild Wars that I could use it on, I was using it, getting like 999 HP or 1000 HP, whatever it is. 1000, I think. So 2 good ones and 2 bad ones. You got a 50-50 chance, but these are not top 10s. So they used to be, like Megavore used to be a top 10, and Sycorax used to be a borderline top 10 in my opinion, but now they're more like borderline top 20s. But still, it's a decent one, man. It's probably top 10 Kingdom. We need to wait with our event keys. It's Adana. It's Zalkari. It's like Mist of Scales. It's Zacian. It's White Helm. It's wherever Pharaoh Khafre is from, Kitar. Like, it's those. So there's not that many kingdoms that you throw event keys at. There's 38 kingdoms, and there's like 5 that you would really want to throw event keys at. So a lot of the time, it's not going to be the week to throw event keys. You got to save them up anyway. It takes forever to save event keys, and then it takes a ton of them to get the thing you're looking for. You got Captain McCall, 50% start for rogues. Captain Sawclaw is pretty good sometimes for like this week, basically. He does not true, but regular heavy splash damage. Kraken used to be really good. If you remember Kraken, then you've been around a long time. He used to be meta like 5 years ago. Got Scylla, pretty fun. Skull Waterfall, but nothing crazy. And now an Empowered Converter or 2. Shocktopus is good for early game. I think you can get it without event keys, though. Roxy says, I got Megavore from event keys on Monday. That's good. You got a good one, then. This is not a bad one. It's not a bad one. I would prefer, if you don't have Ironhawk and High King Irongut and stuff, you should save event keys. But if you happen to get Megavore off of like a real low amount of keys, that's good job. But that's like your friend who has $1,000 to their name. They go to the casino, they gamble it all, and then they win. And they win like $1,000 and they double their money. You're like, good job, but I wish you didn't go to the casino and risk it. Like, it's a good turn. Everything turned out okay, but you know what I mean? Probably shouldn't have risked it, but since you did and everything went good, I'm glad. Good job, type of thing. Alright, so, Vinky Drop Table, Glory Shop, Soulforge. We gotta do Invasion. And I'm just going to show you my team that I'm using. Ruby Weapon, Trickster, Egg Thief, Red Corsair. Let's look at the shop. I bought up to Tier 4. Moving the mic. Get it out of my nose hole. I breathe heavy. I'm a heavy breather. So I bought up to Tier 4. That was to get multiples of the Red Corsair in case I wanted to show a low-level team and have multiples of the Tower Killer. You do want to buy up to the weapon. Most people do. If you're playing the game regularly every day or, you know, early end game or late mid game, you want to buy up to the weapon. It's just a good investment. You need the potions anyway. You need the troop anyway. You might as well buy up to the weapon, or else it's going to be a while before you can get it. And it's a good place to buy it instead of like the Soulforge, wasting diamonds. Get more potions, get more turns, and then if you want multiples of the, you have to get more copies to fully ascend, or you can use an orb or 2. But this is another way to get like it fully ascended too, is buy more up in the shop. But I went to Tier 4 basically. I gotta be quick. Here's my team. I made it quickly last night, so I may still make tweaks to it, but I'm using the Ruby Weapon, Trickster, Egg Thief, and the Red Corsair. You have to use the Red Corsair. It's the invasion troop. It gives you more points. It has double magic. Trickster is a very good second turn and power exploder to get up your Ruby Weapon. And then the ruby weapon does damage to all enemies, true damage, blows up the board a little bit, gets some mana back. Egg Thief is there to also mana generate. It's a summon. So I might switch. I might tweak it later, but for now this is what I'm using until the ruby weapon stops one-shotting at least. Then you got this thing that can one-shot, and you can just cast it twice. And Archer, I'm starting with Archer, Greenstorm, Trickster, Egg Thief, mana generation. First slot, instant kill, 50% start. That's why I did Archer. The banner, double red, green, minus yellow. I'm not using yellow, so I'm minusing yellow. Double red because I'm using 3 reds. Plus green because I'm using 2 greens and they're my mana generators. So that's why I did what I did. Let's show a fight. Yeah, I'll show Underspire. Chad and Funky Town. I'll show it to you. Megavor's pretty good. Brian Walker, Xbox is different. I remember seeing High King Irongut and Ironhawk. Jam Rick says I have HKI and 2 Ironhawks. I don't have Infernus or Zathenos. If I have 4,000 diamonds, what should I get? A 3rd Ironhawk. 100%. 3rd Ironhawk. It'll help you farm versus faster, which will give you more Nomapaloozas, which will put those 2 Ironhawks to use more. 3 Ironhawks, baby. 2 is what the goal, but 3 is like the bougie end goal. Like 2 is fine, and you can do tons of good work with 2 Ironhawks. But the 3rd Ironhawk will make it to where you can farm versus so much faster. You just cast Dust Devil, and that's it. Just Dust Devil. Dust Devil on top, 3 Ironhawks on the bottom. Cast Dust Devil, brrr, they're all dead. You don't have to cast Sister Superior or Greed at all. It's faster. 100%. You get versus way faster, and then you get Nomapaloozas way faster, and then you have more chances to use your 2 Ironhawks. Things changed when they added the random dragons. Yeah, you're right. New set of dragons on the way. I gotta start reading up on the news. Yeah, I got some Dragonite too. Not as much as you, though. I think I only have like 5,000 or something. More dragons. Brian says, Jam Ricks, I would save them. If you want to use 3 Ironhawk farm team, then go for that. If you're looking for troops still, I would get the 3rd Ironhawk, 100%. Not even 99%. I'm 100%. Get the 3rd Ironhawk. No. Yeah, that's good, Roxy. You're really close. If you only need 1 more, just get that 2K and wait for it to come through. Don't open any random eggs, because you know you're not going to get it. It's going to be a duplicate. Yeah, you could do it, especially with a Vault event, Roxy. You got a Vault event? You got this. You got a Vault event, and then you got all next week. You know? So you'll get it. And then hopefully your dragon pops next week, too. But that's what I'm doing at the moment. It is still early. This is my idea for early. Let's see what else we got here. Just to... in case I don't... I might play Puzzle Quest tomorrow, but I'll be back on Gems of War Friday. You could add him to your team if you want. Like, take off Egg Thief. He would help with some damage. He's just not the greatest damage, but he could clean up. But the thing is, like, this is true damage. And this is physical. So it doesn't really go together. But you could do this, maybe. Another true damage troop. Especially if you weaken them with the ruby weapon. And then you cast this and make a bunch of purple. But then you would need, like, Trickster then would have to be on your team so it can catch the purple. And then maybe blow up the Trickster. I don't know. Captain Saltclaw's good if you have none of this. If you don't have ruby weapon, if you don't have, you know, he's probably the next best thing. Captain Saltclaw. Probably the next best thing if you don't have the ruby weapon. Atlanta, if you have none of that. Like, that would be my thing. My high-level team is ruby weapon. My mid-level team is Captain Saltclaw. My low-level team is Atlanta. Right now, at least. And then you got empowered converters here if you use that color. Which you might want to do. These 2. Egg Thief is great to keep you going, keep you alive, mana generate. Trickster's good. Second turn in power with the potion, like Explode Potion, Enchant Potion. Yeah, Captain Saltclaw if you don't have ruby weapon. And you can always, once you get to 4 towers, you can always do multiples of the tower killer. Like, this is the easiest event in the game, pretty much. that tower killer will one-shot. You can do weapon and 2 or 3 tower killers and probably be just fine. This is what I'm doing for now. So I showed you the team code, right? Let's go check out. Mark asked for the Underspire. I can show you what I'm doing so far, once again. I made it to the door, so now I'm looking for the second dragon. Alright, this is what I'm doing so far. It's similar. Except for I don't have to use the invasion troop. So I did 2 empowered converters. This one does blue, green to blue. This one does blue to red. And this uses red and blue. So if we get either one of them, it's going to fill up the ruby weapon. Then we have this just as backup, as something else, as another color. It can explode a gem and destroy a row and column. That's the only thing that made sense to me. This Boatswain Bart. So I don't know how this is going to perform on like the 7th boss. I might do something else, but for now, this is what I'm doing. Megavor's pretty good. I mean, you can knock off all their armor, but if you're using the ruby weapon, Megavor's kind of... It uses it. You can't do the ruby weapon and Megavore, basically. So I would use ruby weapon until it stops 1 or 2 shotting, and then I would not even use... If you're going to use Megavore, don't use ruby weapon. So then you would do like a Megavore, Sycorax, so that's might be what I do for like super deep Underspire. Would be like Sycorax on top. Sycorax on top, then a weapon, most likely. Like one of those, like the ring or the cutlass. So for super deep Underspire, which nobody's there yet, I don't think. Just to like help people if they're getting deeper tomorrow, maybe. I'll do Sycorax on top. I would do either the ring or the cutlass. I'd probably go with the signet. That way you don't have to be a rogue. Well, I guess either way you have to. What is it, Corsair? So we got purple, brown, and we got purple, brown. They're the same. So they make blue and red, and we make blue and red. They're the same. Is there anything different about them? Not really. One is for Rogue and one's for Blackhawk. The restriction is Blackhawk. So like I said, I think the ring is better. Because, like, this is not a Rogue, right? This is not a Rogue. But they're both from Blackhawk. So you do Sycorax, Pirate Signet, Megavore, and then you need some more. You need something to get up your team. Then maybe an empowered converter. So you got either Scurvy Sea Dog, which is green to blue, or you got First Mate Axe Lubber, which is blue to red. So it's probably Scurvy Sea Dog. So I'm using Ruby Weapon, Boatswain Bart, Scurvy Sea Dog, First Mate Axe Lubber until it stops like 2-shotting. And then for super deep, I'll probably do Sycorax, Pirate Signet, Megavore, and then what's his face? Where's he at? The empowered converter that I said. And I'm not. Oh, Scurvy Sea Dog. Because you want blue. You don't want. You want blue. Because Sycorax uses blue. Megavore uses blue. If you can get up Sycorax and you start looping on either blue or brown. Probably brown. So then I'd probably be like... You gotta be Corsair though, so that's what sucks. You can't do a Storm. But it'd probably be alright still. I'd probably either cast on brown or blue. Because they both use brown and blue. So you could do a little loop-de-loop. Get up Megavore, cast it, knock all their armor off. Do a true damage to one of them. You might have to do it a few times, but you could like loop and keep using Megavore. Keep using the pirates, the Signet. knocking them down. It would just take a little bit longer, but it'd be safer than this. Alright, let's show this in action. Yeah, Dr. Mops, it went good. As good as it can go. You know how moving is. Moving is frustrating. I'm glad it's mostly over. Well, it's mostly over. We got stuff everywhere. Like, all of our stuff is out of the old place. We're in our new place. We're sleeping in our new place. I set up my stuff. I'm streaming. We still got a couple things we need to do. Like, I got the mail being held right now. I got to go get a key for the mailbox. Stuff like that. Like, we got cable. We got to get the cable guy out here to fix a couple things. Make it the way we want it. We got to get, like, a washer and dryer delivered, and like some other appliances, because they didn't have appliances here. We're still not all the way done, but we're out of the old place and we're in the new place, and we slept in the new place 2 nights. All right, let's see what y'all are saying here. Brian says, I'm so burned out on Gems of War, I'm on the edge of dropping out of my guild to free up a spot for a more dedicated player. Before I go, I want to have the option to return when a spot opens. I'm down to just doing my guild event fights. Just doing your guild event fights? You're burnt out? What do you do? Like, I used to have advice for people that were burnt out on Gems of War, but, you know, just... I feel like when people get burnt out with Gems of War, they're trying to do everything all the time. Or they're playing 2 accounts. Or, you know, if you're playing obviously, if you're playing 2 accounts, like I don't think Brian is, but just for other people. If you're playing 2 accounts and you're getting burnt out, like that's obviously one of the reasons. Like, you gotta quit one or the other account. That'd be my first advice. Don't play 2 accounts if you're getting burnt out. Second advice would be, you don't have to do everything all the time. Like, you could completely skip PvP if you wanted to. I don't advise it if you're trying to, like, get everything in the game and, like, you want to level up your kingdoms and you want to get, more pets and, you know, have a lot of resources all the time, never run out of resources. Like, I wouldn't advise it for a normal player that's playing every day and is trying to get further in the game. But if you're getting burnt out, like, first thing you could do is, like, just stop. Don't do PvP. I would get on, do my dungeon, do my adventure board, do my XP booster, do my guild event, right? And then you could be done for the day if you want to. And then the next day, maybe if you're feeling less burnt out, you could do, like, the faction event. Maybe you could take a Wednesday off when there's just a pet rescue and, you know, jump on maybe even Thursdays, like the class event. You don't really... If you're getting burnt out, like, you can skip certain things. Like, skip PvP, skip the class event, maybe skip the pet rescues. Just do your guild event, do your adventure board, your dungeon. Some people get burnt out because they try to do everything all the time, and they get frustrated, or they're playing 2 accounts. They do keep adding more and more to the game. So it's easy to get burnt out. But my usual advice is, hey, I'm not trying to stop you from quitting. This game takes a lot of time, and, you know, maybe talk to your guild and say, hey, I want to take a break. Maybe we don't just quit the game and throw the baby out with the bathwater and cut our nose off to spite our face. Maybe we take a break and we play something else for a week or 2. And what usually happens is people don't come back, you know? This game is like a job. You really have to play every day, and you don't have to, but if you're burnt out, you can not do certain things on certain days. But to keep up with the game, you kind of do have to keep doing other... You can't do that forever. Yeah. We're already not... I don't know if I have my niches on or not, but... It's already taken 2 shots. I do, but I also have an Anu. So I'd probably put triple Nisha. But yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. And like I said, I might switch to Sycorax, Pirate Signet, Megavore, Scurvy Sea Dog. I would have to do Corsair, and then the banner. Hopefully y'all know how to do a banner. It'd be some sort of like blue-brown minus a color you don't use. So, is there anything else you guys want to see? I probably have about 10 more minutes. Let me catch up in the chat and let me know. We got maybe Epic Trials. There's a pet rescue, but most people don't need... That's like same thing for every pet. It's not special or anything. You should use the same team for every pet. Sauna says I feel the same a bit, Brian. It's just too much. Last week of PvP season. Oh, I didn't know that. Brian says I do not have the 3 or more hours to max out all game events. Yeah, I haven't done my PvP in 4 weeks. Goodies here. Thank you, man. Dr. Mop says, yep. Egg Thief Trickster team is still faster for me on level 99 towers. Nice. D-Rock the Savage is here. Everything went well, yep. As far as I know. Bio Blackheart is decent. I like he's kind of like me using the Boatswain Bart. It's pretty similar. I don't hate it. I think that's if we like went down the list and we talked about all the decent troops from this restriction, he would be in there. He'd be in there somewhere. Blowing up some gems and giving himself attack and stuff like that, I think. Yeah, Mark. It's a good thing to be doing. If you're playing this game, you're dedicated to it, completing the Underspire every week is great. I don't know why some people don't do that. It's a Gold Elite Mythic every week, plus way more. D-Rock says, what about Spider and Mother of Darkness? That's pretty good. It's still okay. It just gets frustrating when it backfires. It still kind of works. Night Spider now puts web gems on the board instead of purple. So if you miss at all, if your loop ever stops, the enemy will then match those web gems, and you'll get webbed, and it makes the whole fight suck. Like, it's kind of like Pharaoh Khafre when Stellarix dies. It's very similar to that. If you've ever been in a fight with Stellarix Triple Khafre where your Stellarix dies, imagine that, and that's Mother of Darkness Night Spider when you don't infinitely loop and the enemy gets to match some web gems. Because then your Mother of Darkness gets webbed, she can't hit for more than 1 or 2 damage, and you're sitting there just like staring at each other, and it's annoying. But it could work as long as you like keep the loop going. Goody says, Brian, I started playing the Final Fantasy XIV free trial, been having a good time grinding. Might be going back to Destiny 2 soon to build up for the next update. The new place is another townhouse. It's just a way nicer area. I'm almost in like the nice area. Like I'm on the outskirts of... The next town over is really nice, and it's where I'm from. And I'm on the outskirts of it pretty much. Which... I'm in a pretty nice area. Like, they pretty much... I feel like I'm in my hometown. And, you know, I got a basement. I got 3 levels now instead of 2. Like, we upgraded a little bit. It's a little bit more a month, but not, like, crazy. Goody says, curious if you've got a dedicated streaming room now. Not... I think I went backwards on that one. I'm not sure. Like, I used to... And now I'm not sure if I do or not. Like, Mrs. Cinny's trying to encroach on it for sure, but we'll see how it goes. I could probably have one if I wanted it. I might have to move all my stuff to a different room, but... Sana says I let my alt float in the cloud for now. I hope you kicked me out of the guild, Sana. That new account. I never got on there and left. Tom is here. Have not been able to catch live for a while, but what up? How's it going, Tom? Epic Trials. We could do that real quick, maybe. Brian says, I was doing everything every day for 2 years. This channel is still fun. I love the community here. I was already a return player when I started 2 years ago. Yeah, man, I'm not trying to talk you out of anything. If you know, you're either all in, or you can take a break, or you can do the bare minimum, or you can not play. There's like, that's the 4 choices. I usually would say, like, work your way down. You're all in, and then, you know, maybe do the bare minimum for a while, and then maybe take a break for a week or 2, and then see how you feel. I wouldn't, just don't throw the baby out with the bathwater or cut your nose off to spite your face. Don't just, like, quit the game forever. Because it's still a good game. Free to play, new stuff every week. Tom says, been going back and watching later. I love that. We need people like you. We can't function without the Saunas and the Marks and the Chads and the Anitas, but we also can't function without the Toms watching after. Brian says the game was very different when it first came out. I have Tears of the Kingdom on Switch to play. Also returned to Fallout 76, a game I quit right off because it was so unfinished, buggy, and disappointing. I need to check out Final Fantasy XIV too. Yeah, I heard about that Fallout 76 when it came out was crazy. Playing Raid, is that Raid Shadow Legends? Is that what you're talking about? Alright, Epic Trials, I think. I mean, we can look at the campaign real fast. Pretty easy. I think you all have it. Is there anything good, though? Not really. Anything else? Invasion, Pet Rescue, Campaign, Adventure Board. Okay. So we're in Blackhawk Week. Where's Blackhawk? Down here. Epic Trials. Alright. Make sure I don't have any I do have a text. One sec. Okay. Okay, nothing yet. Alright, I might be able to run one fight and then I gots to go. Like, I'm serious about I only got like an hour today, max. Should probably get off here before an hour. Alright, we have... Remember, you can always try an auto battle here. You don't have to do this. If you can get it done via auto battle, it's pretty smart. You get one copy of the pet. Make sure you buy it, though. It's cheap. It's a cheap way to get a fully ascended pet from Blackhawk. It's part of the tent poles I was talking about earlier. This right here. Same thing as the pet rescue on Wednesday. Same thing as the faction, associated faction. This is another way to get the pet for 3 pets for Blackhawk, fully ascended, so you have enough to do any kind of Kingdom Power that you want. Then you're not doing pet rescues on, you know, Vault Event because of Kingdom Power. Like, now you're just doing it because you like a cute pet on your shoulder that does nothing. You know, that's why you're doing it then. You want to collect them all, it's Pokemon, you love the cute little pet on your shoulder that does nothing. So that's what you're doing it for then. Because there's no Kingdom Power excuse if you do it right. You do the tent poles, you do the associated faction, the epic trials, and the Wednesday pet rescue. You don't need to do pets during a Vault Event. We got Shocktopus here. He destroys 8 gems of a chosen color, deals true damage to each enemy of that color. 25% skull reduction. Double skull damage versus submerged enemies. Ooh, I remember this one. Alright, it's Captain McCall. He will submerge them, and then he can instant kill them after they're submerged. Okay, so you just need to cast Captain McCall twice on every enemy. You don't have to do that like you can cast Shocktopus on blue. There's 3 blue enemies. Shocktopus can do double skull damage versus submerged. But the main way you're going to be killing on this team, I remember, is hit him with Captain McCall, get up Captain McCall again, hit him again, that instant kills them. Doesn't matter how many stats they have. As long as they can be submerged. And some of them submerge themselves, I remember this. Submerge myself, look. He's pretty much putting his own head on the chopping block. Submerge myself, tying himself to the train tracks. Submerge myself. You see what I mean? Putting a cinder block on his ankle, tying a bowling ball to his ankle, and jumping in the water. The only one that doesn't submerge herself is Bonnie Rose. So all 3 of these are they're going to submerge themselves, and then all you have to do is hit them with Captain McCall, and they die. Instant kill. This is like one of the easiest epic trials. The Shocktopus in first slot's probably right, because you can do double skull damage versus submerge, and they're all submerging themselves. They're all putting their own head on the chopping block. They're getting in the electric chair and pulling the lever. Ship cannon, just... I don't know. Just a little chip damage. This is going to be your main way to kill. Just watch as they put their own head on the chopping block, and all you got to do is drop the axe. And then we got blue to red, so that'll help you get up your Captain McCall. So pretty easy. It's pretty simple. I think this might be the easiest epic trial. They're pretty much self-deleting. And if they're not self-deleting, you're just going to cast it twice on them. Alright, so we got blue to red, which we have right here. So I would hit Bonnie Rose first, because she's the only one that doesn't submerge herself. So you have to shoot her twice. You have to submerge her. Let's get all this mana, though. Okay, so we will submerge Bonnie as long as she's not stealthy or something. I don't even want to cast the ship cannon. I feel like it's a waste of time. Like, yeah, Shocktopus maybe. But he does... Yeah. I should probably also submerge the first guy so I can do this better skull damage. Yeah, we could cast this on blue, get some blue. Will help get up Captain McCall, so it's not just doing damage. Red's 10, though. They do have 2 reds. Yeah, let's do red. And we take skulls because we don't want to get hit by skulls. We just need Captain McCall up. There he is. Now he's going to instant kill Bonnie Rose. Watch this. As long as there's no good mana up there. Oh, yeah, there's purple. We could do this, but not right now. Alright, here we go. Dead. He submerged himself. Watch. Dead. This is so easy. Let's see. We're taking red. We're taking blue. We got an extra turn here. You see how that ship cannon? I don't even care. I'm not casting that unless I have to. If there's nothing else going on, you know, can cast it. Alright, they're both submerged. We just got to get up Captain McCall now. Or take skulls. We can do red here or blue. Just do red. There's more of it. A little bit of mana. Alright, we just need one match. All the blue and red is gone. Take skulls too, though. They're skulls. Red and blue. Come on. Here we go. Bang! Oh, I thought he's doing double. Why'd that not do double damage? Did you guys see that? Oh, he probably has skull mitigation. Yep. Alright, so it just does regular skull damage because he has 50%. You always gotta look into it. You can't freak out and think it's a bug or a glitch. I almost did. Then you look like a ding-dong on the forum when you're posting. Why did it only do this much damage? We got Captain McCall. This guy only has 75, so let's go here and instant kill the thing with like 500 durability. Let's not be stupid and do this one with 75. Let's do this one. Now they can probably kill it with this. It's really easy. They're going to submerge themselves. All you have to do is get up your Captain McCall. The only one that doesn't submerge itself is Bonnie Rose. So you saw how I submerged her first. Got her out of there, and then everything else is just going to submerge itself. You just get up your Captain McCall. Cast your Shocktopus on blue or red so you can get up Captain McCall faster. Use your Empowered Converter to get up your Captain McCall faster. Ship Cannon I didn't even cast until it was finishing off the last thing that only had like 75 HP. It's a waste of time to cast the Ship Cannon when you're just going to be instant killing anyway. Then you always buy this, unless you're a beginner. Like, people that are doing Epic Trials should probably be able to afford this. If you can't afford this, I'm glad you're doing Epic Trials, but most people can afford it that are doing Epic Trials. And it's a good investment. What else are you spending your gems on? Like, this is a good investment of gems. It's not a bad investment. You gotta stop doing all the bad investments, that way you can afford this, which is a good investment. Normally a pet costs like 2,000, 2,500 gems to fully ascend. This one only costs like 1,000. It's like more than half price. You do have to do some hard fights to get to the half price, but you can do a auto battle. Look at this one. This one's easy. There's instant killing. Stats do not matter. Everybody should be able to do this one, right? Because stats don't matter. You're instant killing. The enemy team is submerging themselves. If everybody doesn't have this tentacle, like, you just didn't try. Because you didn't even try. Because it's instant killing. It doesn't matter. Your stats could be the lowest. You could have no stats. The enemy's going to submerge itself. You're going to cast the spell. They're going to die. It doesn't matter what your stats are. It doesn't matter if you have Nisha medals. It doesn't matter anything. You could have none of the troops, and they just give you the troops that are level 5 or whatever, and you could still beat this. Because you're just going to instant kill. Everybody should have this all the way beaten. If you don't have Blackhawk all the way beaten, you're just not trying. Because it's an instant kill, stats don't matter. You got this. You can do it. Everybody should have that tentacle all the way fully ascended. Alright, let's see what y'all are saying, and then I gots to go. Unless you can think of something else you need to see really fast. Raid Shadow Legends, okay. Maybe I'll check it out. I always see, like, the ads, like, people promoting it. What the double stream? I know. Hey, it's, I told y'all. I'm not, if anything, I'm not a liar, right? So we might stream more when I move. Well, here we go. I did 2 streams in one day. I don't know if we're going to keep it up, but I'm trying. Tom says, I basically only play this, Disney Racing, and Pow World. That's literally it. Isn't Pow World getting sued by Pokemon? I saw that somewhere. Goody says, I've got like 200 event keys and not sure what a good kingdom to wait for Burnham is. Wait for Adana, because 200... Unless you need like a leprechaun or a forest troll, you should probably just save them up. You saw my new account. All I did was save them. Like, I did the whole new account playthrough. I didn't throw a single event key, because that's how it goes. Event keys aren't like other keys. Event keys are more like diamonds. I would treat your event keys like diamonds, not like gem keys or glory keys or gold keys. Event keys might as well be diamond keys or something, because you're supposed to just save them up forever and then get one troop with them. You don't like, it's not like glory keys where you get glory keys and you just open them. It's not like gem keys where you save them up and then you go for the new mythic, or you open them. Like, event keys are more like diamonds. You should just save and save and save and save and save until Adana comes. Sana, you gotta get rest. The double stream's tuckering you out. I'm just kidding. Hopefully you're feeling better. Mark says, Goody, Adana, Zaijin are 2 of the most popular. Yep. So we got Ironhawks, you know, Tina, Tesla, Bork. There's all kinds of good stuff from Adana. Then you got Zalkari, which you got like Arachnean Weaver, Arcproxy Avendra, Web Spinner, right? There's like a few really good things there. Then Zaijin, you got all the goblins, High King Iron Gut, Flaming Oni, all the goblins. So Zaijin's good too. Then you start thinking about Takshaka, Pharaoh Khafru, right? And then after that, it's like White Helm, Blackhawk, down the line. But event keys are so hard to come by that you really should only think about like Adana, Zalkari, Zaijin, Takshaka, and Pharaoh Khafru. Goody says, also, do they still have pets that affect straight color instead of a specific troop kingdom? I have the rabbit that helps out blue, but I need that one that helps out all green or purple matches. So those types of pets, like, you're not going to notice the difference whether you have it or you don't have it. Like a pet, it's like when you level and you add a mastery. That's about how much a pet will help your mastery. Like, it helps in total. Like, if you have all the pets in the game and you have all the mastery from all the pets, like, it definitely probably makes a difference. But, like, one pet's not going to make a difference, and I just never think about pets. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure it helps a little bit, but it's not going to, like, make or break you on anything. Like, the best pets are Mini Mimic, Moon Moon, and Lucky. because they affect gold, souls, and experience on every single fight. All the other pets, sometimes they don't even apply. Like, certain pets only do, like, if you have a beast on your team, or whatever, stuff like that. So this pet only boosts beasts. Well, you're not even using a beast, so it's not doing anything. Or it only ups your mastery by 1%, which is nothing. Or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, you get 1,000, 1,500 levels, you do mastery every level, and it's not crazy. So pets don't really, they're not doing as much as you think they're doing. You know, it's Lucky, it's Moon, Lucky, and Mini Mimic, and then, you know, there's some cool pets that give stats to a certain troop, like Tesla, Tina, Takshaka. Like, they've been putting some decent pets in that boost stats on a certain troop that's already really good, but the troop already has to be really good, or else the pet's... Like, who cares about a pet that boosts Ancient Horror? You're not going to ever use Ancient Horror anyway. Like, that's a good example of a pet that's doing nothing for you. You have the pet that... Ancient Horror's pet, but you're not even using Ancient Horror. That's similar to half the pets in the game, where they do a boost, but you're not even using the thing that they're boosting. So who cares? And you're not going to build a team just because you have, like, a bunch of a certain kind of pet either. Like, I never think about pets when I'm building a team. I've never, like, 0% of the time, I've never, ever thought of a pet when I'm building a team. And it's never doesn't make or break you either, like, whether you have a pet or not for a team. It's just like it's like a passive, extra little, tiny thing. So, the best thing about pets is getting 3 of them for the kingdom and fully ascending them so you can get your kingdom power up. After that, it's just like passive, tiny little boosts that you're not going to notice, that only apply with certain teams. I mean, that's how I treat it, and I'm doing super fine. Like, I'm playing for 8 freaking years or whatever, and I've never cared about what a random pet is doing to my mastery or anything. Goody says, and how to get the badges of a something that gives +2 magic? The Nisha medals. The way that my new account got Nisha medals was through... How did I do that? It was offers. So save up gems, and you'll get offers, and buy the Nisha medal offers. Like, it's a very good investment of gems, like we were talking about earlier with the Epic Trial pets, which is a very good investment of gems. Well, Nisha medals, Nisha tokens are a very good investment of gems as well. Used to be you'd have to do Explore 12, like, over and over and over and over to get 1 token, and then do it over and over and over to get another one, and over and over to get another one to make a badge. And then you got to do that again to make another badge, and you got to do that again to make another badge, and then you combine all the badges to make a medal. It takes forever. It's not worth the effort. Just save up all your gems, and whenever you get a Nisha medal offer, you buy it, and you're going to get merchants and angels and just your daily offers, and then you're, like... Just being in a good guild and saving up gems is how you get Nisha medals these days. My new account had, I think, 2 Nisha medals, and I never did Explore 12 once. It might even have had 3 of them. But yeah, global medal, you want 3 Nishas for your globals. That'll add 12 magic to everything you do. So it's a really good thing that everybody should do eventually. Get your 3 global Nishas. Then you want, of course, you want 3 guards, 3 Nishas, 3 Orpheus, 3 seasons, and then you only need 1 Anu because it only applies once, so you don't need 3 of them. Like, you can't get a 60% start off of Anus. You can only get 20%. Mark says, took me 5 tries, but I beat level 350. Just had to be patient and wait for them to submerge. Yep. Yeah, Crow, I'm doing it again for a short stream. Sana with the gifted, thank you so much. Patty cake swinging, kicking your crock to the moon. Goody says, Seasons doesn't do magic. Yeah, Nisha's the best medal because magic is the best stat in the game, and magic does the most for the most teams. Like, a niche metal is what you would want a pet to be. The way people think about pets, that's what a niche metal actually does. Niche metal will give you 4 magic. If you have 3 of them, you get 12 magic. That'll actually affect a fight and make you hit harder, and a pet won't, though. Like, niche metals is what you're thinking of when you're thinking of pets. Like, people think of pets like they're metals or something, but they're not. Yeah, all the Soulforges are different, man. Supposedly Xbox has Ironhawk and High King Irongut. That's crazy. So that's, like I was saying, that's why you save up diamonds and you don't blow them and you stay patient. Ooh, you got the dentures? Yep. I bet you that hurts, like your gums and everything. Bummer on the pets. Some people just like the Pokemon collect them all thing, you know? And they want to give themselves another reason as to why they're doing it. But it just honestly doesn't do very much. It does something, but it's more like a passive, little, tiny thing. It's not anything that's going to help you win a fight or anything like that. It's a happy little passive extra thing that you shouldn't really count on or even think about too much. Like, you can make a whole team of giants and then, like, some pets will boost their HP up a lot or something, but who's using giants anyway, unless they're showing that to, like, show, oh, look at this, this is neat. Look at this, it's neat. Like, look at this chip that looks like George Washington. You know what I mean? That's kind of like showing the all-giant team that gets a big HP boost off of pets. It's like when a Cheez-It looks like Elon Musk or something. Like, look at this Cheez-It. It looks like Elon Musk. Like, that's just, like, for nothing. You're never going to do a whole team of giants unless a restriction asks you to do a whole team of giants, which is only going to happen 1 week out of freaking 30 weeks. Yeah, for, like, Kingdom Power, I think the most, I mean, you might need to get 5, like, eventually, but that's way, way up there, like, even further than where I am. Like, if you go to Kingdom Power, here's 4, so I guess you do got to get 4 eventually. Power level 24. Doesn't say fully ascended, though. So just collect, it's not as hard to do as you would think. That one there says collect 4 swords. To get, I think it does ask you to get fully ascended, and it asks for 3 fully ascended. That's what I'm talking about. Like, just getting 4 pets isn't that hard. It's getting them fully ascended that's hard. But you can always look at your associated faction. You can look at your epic trial. Then you got minion orbs. That's the reason you should do, like, be in a good guild, get all the events fully completed, do your Underspire, just do everything every day all the time like you're supposed to, and then you'll have more orbs, you have more minion orbs, you'll be able to fully ascend pets without, you know, doing the Explore 12 to get medals is similar to doing a pet rescue for pets. Like, it's, orbs came into the game, and you no longer have to do that as much. We get so many minion orbs that we're able to fully ascend enough pets to satisfy conditions, right? We get enough offers for medals that we are able to get our globals just off of offers. So the game, back in the day, you would do Explore 12 to get your medals. Now, though, there's enough offers, you know. We don't need to use medals to gold elite troops and stuff. Like, we can use orbs. Once they introduce those orbs and they keep putting them in different spots in the game and keep adding game modes that have chaos orbs and orbs of glory and orbs of minion and all that, if you just play the game and you do everything all the time like you're supposed to, you'll get enough orbs eventually to where you're never going to have to do Explore 12 for medals. You're never going to have to do pet rescues for copies of pets. Like, you might need to do, like, get the 1 copy. But you're not going to have to, like, continuously keep looking for pet rescues to get another copy to get your 31 copies. Just like you're not going to have to do Explore 12 over and over and over to get a bunch of medals to Gold Elite Mythics. Like, that's how it used to be. Before they put in orbs, We used to have to do Explore 12 all the time to get medals too, because we were thinking about gold eliteing mythics eventually. We used to have to do pet rescues every single time they pop up and get, because we had to get 31 copies of every pet. But there was less pets back then. There wasn't orbs of minion back then. There wasn't so many ways to get orbs of minion back then. There wasn't Nomapaloozas back then. There wasn't Ironhawk back then. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't as many vault events back then. There's like so many reasons why we do it the way we do today. Some people are still just living in the past is all. And they haven't upgraded to the new way to do things. That's why I'm trying to keep all of y'all up to date with the way that you're supposed to do things these days. That's not so many pet rescues, like hunting down one copy of a pet 31 at a time. You know what I mean? Like, you need 31 copies. Are you really going to go do pet rescues until you get 31 copies? It's better to go get orbs. That way you only need one copy and then you can orb it. Or you need less copies at least. It's better to save up your gems, do more vault events. Don't blow gems on dumb stuff. Take your tribute more. Then buy the offers for medals instead of doing Explore 12 all day and all night looking for tokens, which you may or may not get because it's random anyway if you get the Nisha token. So, it's just a more updated way to play the game. Do more things through orbs and do less things through grinding Explore 12 or grinding pet rescues. You know, play the events that they're telling us to do a pet rescue today. You should probably do it. They told you to do a faction event yesterday. You should probably have done it. They're telling you to do the guild event, the invasion. You should probably get all rewards, get it all the way done. There's a vault event this weekend. You should probably go super hard and play it like 5 hours a day at least. Whatever's Thursday, the class event, there's 25 gems there for you for like 10 minutes of work. Tributes there every hour for you to collect. It just pains me when I see a video about like one-shot Explore 10 team to get you gold farming or to get you medals. Like, that's so old. That's like old-fashioned. We just shouldn't need to do that. We did something wrong if we need to do that. That's the... Like, you're giving somebody... It's like, here's something to clean poopy off the floor. You know, you should... Why'd you poop on the floor anyway? You know what I mean? Like, here's a team to gold farm. Like, why do you need gold that bad anyway, that you got to go out of your way and spend extra time gold farming? What'd you do wrong in the first place? Like, when did you poop on the floor? That you need a new product that cleans poop off the carpet. Underspire hates you. Oh, Dr. Mops, you trying to do like the... You say you're running out of medals to... elite level troops. Get more orbs. That's what I would say, like I was just saying. Do your commons first. So you don't have to use like the super expensive medals. That's what I did. Like, are you trying for that achievement? Because that's the only thing really that makes you elite stuff. Like certain kingdoms will ask for it, like deeper in the powers, but it's like the difference between, like, who cares? Just you'll get it over time. I would get more orbs if you can, but to get more medals, you save up gems. You could buy the offers from the merchants and angels, and then just being in a good guild and getting all the events done and stuff. I feel like I got a bunch of medals just from being in a good guild and buying offers and stuff. That was just on my new account. Like, I know people are gonna say you've been playing 8 years, you have all these resources saved up. Well, on my new account, But yeah, anywhere you can get a Chaos Orb. You know, Underspire's good for the orbs. Vault Event's good for the orbs. Vault Keys will give you the orbs. Every event in the game usually has some sort of orb in it. Almost every event has an orb. You just gotta do everything all the time, every day. That doesn't mean, like, grind Explore 12 until your eyeballs fall out. Or grind PvP till your brain falls out. It just means, like, today's Tuesday. Today's the faction event. Make sure you get the faction event done. And, you know, there's an adventure board every day. There's a dungeon every day. There's an XP booster every day. You know, Thursday's the class event. Just make sure you get the class event done on Thursday. Underspire's every week. Make sure you get the Underspire done. Or at least go to the 4th boss. Epic Trials is there if you don't have it done. If it's there, you should try to get it done. But you don't have to like grind every day, but do the event of the day every day to full completion. And then you'll have it gives you enough of everything. They like sprinkle the resources throughout the game, throughout the events. So that way if you do everything you're supposed to do every day, you should never lack any resource. Unless you're going super hard. Like if you're going super hard at meddling troops because you're trying for the achievement, then you might run out of medals. But it's the thing you should do over time anyway. You shouldn't have to do it all in one day or 1 week or anything. Let's see. Underspire hates you? I mean, just follow the level, like go highest level, that'll take you to the door. Buy two batches of torches every day. Don't worry about sentinels. You know, if you have extra torches when you're done, you go back to the sentinels. Like, people get mad at Underspire because they're not getting sentinels, but that's like another happy, like, passive, like, yay. That's like along the lines of getting pets. Getting sentinels, because they're not going to do anything for you. It's just that, it's like the Horde Mimic Mythic. Like, they're better than the Horde Mimic Mythic, but it's along those lines. It's along the lines of getting your 7th pet from a kingdom, or, you know, the Horde Mimic Mythic. You know, Sentinels should not be your main focus when doing Underspire. I'm not saying it is yours, but some people, that's their thing. They like get so mad at Underspire because they opened a billion chests and got no Sentinels. Well, that's not even the main goal of Underspire anyway. That's like them rewarding you for going to dead ends. That's them like putting like aloe on your sunburn. Because people were getting mad about all the dead ends and stuff. So they put chests there, they gave you something to do there, they put a little special troop there, but it's not the main objective. The main objective is to get to the 7th boss, to double the big gold knockers, to get the silver, the bronze, to get all the orbs, to get to the bosses, not to get the sentinels, not to get the sentinel chests. That's just like a thing they put in for dead ends that was another like catch-em-all Pokemon. I like the sentinels. I use some of them sometimes. They're pretty good, but they're not like the main goal of Underspire, and some people treat it like the main goal. Puzzle Quest 3 have no complete expert guides on YouTube. We need some. I'm having to switch heroes to farm. I can give you some tips tomorrow. I'll probably stream it tomorrow. We'll see though. I think Mrs. Cinny's off tomorrow, so whenever I say I'm gonna do something while she's off, usually still happens, but kind of at a different time or after we do something else. But I'm gonna try to stream it tomorrow. And speaking of her, I probably got to get off here. She's probably ready to be picked up. But I got a couple tips I can give. I'm still a beginner, but I'm noticing like doing those dungeons every day really helps. Like do the path of least resistance. I'm probably not far in enough to be getting like the same pain points as you. Like my necromancer is level I think 11 or 12 or something. 13, between 11 and 14, somewhere around there. I forget. But what I'm finding is do like the path of least resistance. People try to I bet people are trying to force themselves through the story or do a certain game mode that's too hard or something. Because I'm doing just fine. I always find enough to do every day and I make progress every time I play. But I'm also still pretty low level and stuff. I know there's probably like 50 levels and I'm level 11 or 12 or 13. So once I get to level 20, 30, 40, I'm sure I'll have the same problem. But at the moment, I'm just doing like the path of least resistance. Like, here's a fight I can do where the enemies are level 5 and level 9. I'm level 11 or level 12 or level 13. Do it. Like, it'll give you food, it'll give you experience, it'll give you ore, it'll give you whatever. It'll give you a chest. Like, I don't turn my nose up at any experience, any ore, any food. I'll still do the fights. And then, like, if you go try something else and the enemy's level 14 and you're level 11, and I just retreat. I'm like, screw this. I'm out of here. I'm going to go somewhere else where I can actually win. And then, you know, if I run out of room for my chests, I'm done for the day. I kind of just quit for the day. I'm like, all right, well, I filled up all my storage. I'm going to... So I don't want to like get another chest and have to salvage it, but you could keep going. But that's like diminishing returns. I noticed you can't like get a ton of ore either. Like I had maximum ore and it wouldn't let me gather more ore. So I went and I would like make armor and like so I could then get more ore. And then I ended up getting some upgrades by doing that. So I don't know. I'll show you tomorrow. Not that I'm going to be able to teach you anything, but I do have a couple tips for like super beginners. But I think that is the way you're supposed to play the game. You're probably supposed to like do multiple characters. You're probably not supposed to take like one class all the way to 50. I think in Puzzle Quest 3 you're supposed to like go until it gets hard and then start a new character. And then go until it gets hard and then start a new character and then go until it gets hard. You know, so that's another way of doing Path of Least Resistance. Your first guy, your main dude got to a point where everything's super hard, so you start a new one. And then I think it's like a shared resources thing, right? So now you start at level 1 again, you do it again. It's going to give you more resources, give you different gear, maybe upgrades, maybe more minions or something, I don't know. But I think that's how you're supposed to play it. But so far on my Necro, I haven't really felt like I need to start a new class because there's never been a time where I logged into the game and I had nothing to do. I could always find something to do that made progress. Crow said I got stuck with Pally. Assassin is doing far better. Yeah, it might be a thing where just like you don't like the class, or maybe you just need to try a different class, you know? Sana's Warlock, then Paladin, then Assassin. Yeah, I still don't know some of the tricks, and you guys are have to teach me. Trying to level up kingdoms that are 20 already. Commons one, yeah. If you're wanting to do the achievement, you're trying to level up kingdoms that are 20 already. Yeah. Kind of do magic first. You don't have to do all the kingdoms. Like sometimes, like you're gonna get stopped eventually on something. Like this stops a lot of people. This stops me because I know a lot of people did 16, but let's say you didn't. This would stop you because you're not gonna invest. I'm not gonna invest freaking Imperial Deeds into this yellow kingdom that gives me HP. That's a waste of Imperial Deeds that I can use on a Magic Kingdom. So I'm never gonna do that one. So anything above that one doesn't matter. So I don't care if it's gonna ask me for 1,800 pets after this, or to fully elite whatever after this. I don't care, and I don't even care if it's on the same page either, because I can't do this one. So why would I do this one? So you see, I could fully upgrade 10 Dominion Fields weapons if I wanted to, I bet. But I'm not going to do it because I can't do this one. So why would I do this one? Because I'm not going to get anything. So I'm going to save all the ingots or whatever for a different kingdom. That's like a good example of me. I could have done one, but the other one's like, same thing here. All mine are on the same thing because I don't care. I'm not doing that. I'm not going to waste my deeds. Even though I have 110 and I probably could. I'm doing Magic Kingdoms first. I'm not wasting. See how I didn't even do this one? I could do this. Watch. I could do this easily. Bang, I could do it right there. I have 17,915. I just don't care. Because there's no reason. If I do that, I still have to do this before I get anything. And I'm not doing this. So I'm not going to do this. Because this would be a waste of those ingots. Even though I have a billion of them. I don't know. It's just the way I think. And then the bonuses, like, look at what you're actually getting. Like, the only ones that matter are level 20. You know, level 10. Level 5. Those are the ones that matter. Anything above that is just like another passive, tiny little pet thing, little sentinel thing, little horde mimic mythic thing. Like 4.5% tribute chance. I always say this, but, you know, we already have times 4.25. This is not going to make a gigantic difference in your game to go to level 24. 2,000 gold is not going to make a gigantic difference. If you look, you're already getting 1,000 gold per day. I don't know if that's even additive. So it might only be actually 1,000 gold you're gaining. It might be 2, but then here, like, you know, instead of having 4.5, I'll have 4.75. None of this, like, excites me. So I'm not going to, until I can get here. Then it excites me. But magic excites me the most. So this is not a Magic Kingdom. So I wouldn't even be looking here yet. But yeah, I'm glad people are looking at their kingdom level and power, but don't overdo it. Like, don't overlook at it. Like, get your stats, but get your magic stats first. And once you get your stats, it's called a soft cap. I need to make a video on that still. Soft caps and diminishing returns. Maybe that'll be the next members only video. It'll be boring and nobody will watch it because everybody loves to play the way they're playing, but we need to teach everybody about how to pick a banner and about soft caps and diminishing returns. If we could teach everybody, if they can like force them to watch, force their eyeballs open and their ears open, it would just help them. Like I'm not trying to get anything from it. It would just help people. Just learn about soft caps, diminishing returns. You know, you can only play so much every day before it stops giving you as much. Your first hour is going to be super productive. Your second hour is going to be productive. Your third hour is going to be less. And then after that, it's very downhill. You barely make any progress. Alright, I gotta go. Alright, y'all. I gotta go. I gotta go get her. Like, share, subscribe. Consider joining. It helps a lot. Take it up on the channel comment below. And I'll see y'all next time. You need 7 more magic books. Just save them up. Save up your deeds. Save up your writs. You know, buy the offers. That's why you save up gems. That's why you do the vault event. That's why you take more tribute. Like, you know, you can track everything backwards. I need purple books. Okay, how do I get purple books? I need purple deeds to get purple books. Okay, how do I get purple deeds? You know, sometimes they're in offers. So, what does that cost? It costs gems. So, how do I get enough gems to where every time I see a purple deed offer, I can buy it? Well, to get gems, you gotta do vault event. You gotta do vault event, basically. And not blow gems on other things. So, do a lot of vault event. Get your gems up. And then you can buy every purple deed offer. And that'll get you there faster. Then every time you see a writ, get writs. Because writs can be turned into deeds. Don't turn writs into random colored deeds. Like, save them for the purple ones if you're doing purple. You can do everything backwards like that, pretty much. Like, I need Stellarix. Okay, what do I need to get Stellarix? I need this weapon, and that weapon, and that weapon. Okay, what do I need to get that weapon? I need the 3 dragons. So how do I get the 3 dragons? I gotta open an egg. Well, how do I open an egg? I gotta get Dragonite. So how do I get Dragonite? You do the vault event. You do the dungeon. You get perfects in the dungeon. That's how you do it. You can track everything backwards like that to get a goal done. But yeah, I gotta go. I can't even say goodbye to everybody because I'm late. But Dr. Mop, Sana, Crow, Jets, Goody, Mark. Anybody else? Sana, thank you so much for the gifted. We got Goody, we got Tom, we got Brian, we got D-Rock, Jam Ricks, Roxy, we got Chad, Anita with the gifted, thank you so much. Funky Town, Maka, Felix, Mike Sheard. Mark was first, Sana second, Maka third. I gotta go. See you guys. I'll be here tomorrow, most likely. Puzzle Quest 3. 2 streams in one day. Have we ever done that before? I don't know. But I'm out of here. Thank you so much. Peace out.